Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Clone Wars Season 5, Episode 17. As I mentioned in the start of the last one, I just got done watching 16, watching 2 tonight to watch a little bit ahead, just so you're aware. But they still should be releasing weekly, because I'm recording ahead, not to release more, but because I want a little bit of time off, so sorry about that. Anyway, last episode was just amazing, but also sad with Satine passing away, but Palpatine coming in and just cleaning up Savage and Maul and just showing why he is the master. I loved it because I feel like we haven't gotten that show of force. Like, there were a couple fights where we saw him do like really good and winning and stuff like that, but man, like this really made me feel like he is like a Sith master and like is capable of leading these people that he is leading. So, yeah, very awesome. Other than just intellect. Like, obviously, I've known he's been intellectual. He's been, working behind the scenes, keeping his cover, manipulating things so well. I've always known he's smart. It's just cool to see the strength side of it, too. So, anyway, we learned that Bo-Katan is Satine's sister. I'm wondering what her part in the story will be like from here on. And we also learned that they obviously had a falling out at some point where they probably valued different things, and Satine went towards the neutral system route, and then Bo-Katan went towards the Death Watch route. So I was talking about how it'd be really interesting to see more content centered around them, maybe. I don't know. Don't answer. I want to wait and be surprised because I'm slowly making my way through all the Star Wars content anyway, which means if it is out there, I'll get to it eventually. But it's just kind of me thinking like it'd be cool if, like, I don't know, maybe in like the Obi-Wan series where I think we're following Obi-Wan when he's a little younger, maybe we see Satine since they have such a close relationship, and maybe we see the falling out she had with her sister. I don't know. That was just one of my theories. Or The Mandalorian. I have no idea where The Mandalorian is set. Like, I don't know if that's set in the past, and maybe we'll see more of that stuff too. So, anyways, guys, let's get started with this episode. I can't wait to watch more. We're going to start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Oh, I forgot to say the thing. If you guys don't know how to sync up with my content, you need to sync up your copy of the episode with the timer in the corner. Sometimes even the smallest doubt can shake the greatest belief. Sorry, I had to stop to read that. I do it every time. There's a link in the description. Oh. Oh, wait, are we just... Oh shit, we're on something else. There's a guide in the description to show you how to sync up if you need it. Sorry. I wanted to make sure I... So maybe this is like what they're doing while Obi-Wan's doing what he's doing, potentially, and maybe we'll go back to that, or are we just done with that? I don't know. Oh shit, that was cool. Damn. Uh-oh. Ah, these little things. They frickin' tear apart. I like how chill he is. Oh, that's cool. He can just force push him through the glass. Oh, no! There was just one underneath. Uh-oh. Oh, no! Did he get knocked out? Well, that's not good. Oh my god, you missed a couple alright. How did you not see... Oh, Jesus. You had her check the top. Why didn't you have her check the bottom, too? Oh, shit. Oh, what a badass. Did the buzz droids realize what's happening? Ah! Oh, oh! Oh, okay. Oh, man. Oh, man. No, R2, jump out! God damn it. R2, R2's like, oh, yeah, okay. I was gonna say. I thought we were gonna go on another R2 Lost mission. I love it. Oh. Does it have to do with Mandalore? Oh, never mind. It's just... I keep thinking we're gonna go back to that, but I guess not. Oh, damn. Like... I didn't realize it was on Coruscant. Uh-oh. Damn. Alright, we got an investigation, and Obi-Wan's back and everything, so I guess maybe this is a different point in time. Yeah. I like his voice. Mace Windu, that's the name I couldn't remember last episode. God damn it. I loved how I heard Windu and just instantly remembered Mace was the first name. God damn it. Oh, Jedis were killed. Damn. So, I like how it's kind of like, Oh? Hmm. Okay. They've got a lead. Alright. Oh. Some protests going on. Uh-oh. Oh. Uh-oh. What was that look for? Hmm. Hmm. His his picture didn't do him much justice, but oh, they're kind of re-simulating what they can of the explosion. The lighting and everything is really cool with this. Kind of reminds me of like Detroit Become Human when you like are analyzing what happened and replaying it. Hmm. I wonder if we're solving this episode. It's really cool. Oh. Interesting. Maybe it was Russo. I'm just kidding. That'd be some shit. Does feel like it could just be too easy. Interesting. I like their look. I like the detail that time has passed. Obi-Wan isn't there anymore because he might be on another mission or something, you know? He's just like a hologram. Even though he was there earlier. Oh. Okay. Oh no. Oh, he lost a hand? Interesting. What? Nano. Damn. I'm sure Letta's gonna be super happy about that. Unless she's still at the temple, I guess. I don't think it was him doing it. I think someone set him up. He had a wife at home and stuff. Like, I don't know if he'd blow himself up. I mean, I guess I know nothing else about him, but. Hmm. They said whoever it was would go through great lengths, right? Hmm. Behind the painting, maybe? A wall safe of some kind? I don't know. Creepy hallway lighting. Oh, okay. I guess nothing. I like this, like, background, like, kind of tension music where it's like anything could happen. So she must not still be at the temple if they're wondering if she's here, you know? Uh-oh. I have bad feeling. I have bad feeling. Well, did Letta do it? She did have a... Oh, shit. Hmm. How'd they get him to eat the food but not her? Yeah, she's a little sus. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Some of her reaction, just the way she's looking and stuff. Yeah. Yep. Well, they should be able to force jump up there, right? Wow! So they had like that sign for like the clone helmet with the line through it, like, you know, and she was at the rally for being against. So are they like an extremist group of some kind that don't want the war to happen or something? Oh shit. Yeah. Oh shit. I was about to say before they said it that I don't think they ever told her he was dead. Oh shit. I love Anakin getting mad. Hmm. Uh-oh. I do feel like there is more to the story. Obviously, she alluded to that. Hmm. Yeah. Ironic coming from you. Man. That is it, guys, for episode 17. That ending. That ending just really made me feel like, it just really made me feel like I wish I want to know Ahsoka's reaction with what happens to Anakin. Like, they're so close, they're doing so much together, right? Like, I also want to know what happens to Ahsoka because genuinely I have no idea. Like, I have no idea if Ahsoka is alive at the end of this, you know? For all I know, she might not be. And I have no idea when, like, from a meta perspective, I do know there's an Ahsoka TV show, but it could take place before Clone Wars, you know? Or it could take place during Clone Wars and it's just a parallel story, right? So, like, now I did see like a poster and she looks older, but it is possible that the live action actress just makes it look like she's older than, you know, maybe it is during this time and they are supposed to be the same age, and she just looks a lot younger in this than what I saw on like the thumbnail of the Ahsoka show. But yeah, that's just bringing in kind of meta perspective. I have no idea. I mean, I know with Order 66 a lot of Jedi died, and I know when Luke is found he's supposed to be like the last Jedi or whatever, but when they say that, like, Obi-Wan is still alive at the time and Yoda is still alive at the time, so um it makes me wonder if it's possible that Ahsoka is still alive and out there. But if she is alive at the time of Anakin's turn, I wonder if it's, once again, just like last episode, don't answer this because I want to wait to find out, but I am extremely curious to see like her reaction to Anakin turning. Because obviously here with him being like, there will be Jedi that disappoint you, and it's like, that is pretty rich coming from you, like as a Jedi who disappointed, right? So I don't know. It's really interesting. Obviously, like, it hasn't happened yet, but eventually. But anyway, as for this episode, we started off in that battle with the buzz droids and everything. That was really fun. I mean, obviously it was scary, but Anakin ended up being okay, and obviously I know he ends up being okay. But that's crazy that so many of them were on the top, but then so many more were on the bottom. Or I don't know if like maybe when he force pushed them off, somehow they like latched onto the bottom. But frickin' Ahsoka like seeing the top is clear and didn't even like, they should have had him do like, hey, turn your wing. So they could have seen like all the ones on the bottom, but I guess she just assumed that her master said he's fine, so he's fine, right? But yeah, and they had to do that crash landing where she saved him. Pretty cool sequence we had going on there. And then they got called back in the middle of this fight they were in because the Jedi Temple got bombed. And I mean, obviously, based on Letta saying there's like more to this than you understand, like I do think that I do think that there's gonna be more to this story in the future. I could be wrong. I will say, when Letta teased us with saying like there's more to this, like you don't understand, it made me think there was more. But then the ending with them saying like, oh, it's I thought, what if it really was a Jedi? I would have been really disappointed or whatever. Like that whole conversation we just had at the end almost made it feel like this is it, like it's solved, it's over. I mean, maybe in their mind it is, but I don't know. There was just so much going on. Like, why would she use her husband as a bomb unless she only married him to use him? Like, maybe she planned all this from the beginning and never really loved him. I don't know. But it was a really funny moment with Anakin forgot he was flying to, going back to the beginning. Sorry. I know I'm jumping around, but I saw my note and I forgot to talk about it. When Ahsoka saved him and he woke up and he's like, oh, and he was like acting normal, then all of a sudden he was like, wait, wasn't I flying? It's like one of those things where you drive all the way home, and then you realize like, wait, the last time I remember like consciously taking a turn was like 15 minutes ago in my drive, and now suddenly I'm like home. Like, wait, what happened in those 15 minutes? Like I've had that a lot where you just kind of space out and forget, like you're just on autopilot while driving because you're so used to the drive and everything. So, and I love how Ahsoka was just like, well, once again, I just saved the day and saved you, and everything's all good. And he's just like, huh. That was pretty good. But I like the crime scene droid. I like the idea of having like a droid that specializes in that kind of thing. And it seems like he was kind of it's really interesting, like the different intelligence levels of the droids and everything you meet. Like some of them, like hell, we just had the whack droid from a few episodes ago with that whole arc that we had going on. he was like, he reminded me of this one a little bit, but the Whack Droid was way more funny, goofy, and a little more like dumb, whereas this one seemed more like preppy and smart, you know. But the voice kind of like gave me the same kind of vibes, and the way, a little bit of the way that he looked. Obviously, it's not exact, but yeah, I thought he was kind of like a fun little addition. I liked when he like flipped his glasses up and down. I like the idea that it gave me vibes of like what is it, like CSI Miami or whatever, with the guy that always says, like, he became like a meme where they're like I don't know, like, what, I'm not good at doing stuff like this, but he would be like oh, what would one be? I took my headsets off just because it's gonna make it easier to take my glasses off to kind of do the meme. But I don't know, it'd be like Jakar got himself into an explosive situation, you know, or something like that. I don't know. I'm not good at that kind of thing. But anyway, yeah. So it was it kind of reminded me of that, with him like flipping his, like, you know, whatever those things do for him, the glasses type things that he had, flipping them up and down and all that. Uh, but I also really like that we had the, what's it called, um the Jedis were like, or at least the ones on the council were like, hey, I don't know who did this, and it could be any one of us even on this council, so you two are the only ones that weren't here when this shit went down, so you two are the only ones that we can trust to do this investigation. And I love that, like, self-awareness, you know. I think it's very easy in a situation to be like, well, I'm obviously not the traitor, so I'll lead the investigation. And then, like, they have some big fight over it. Well, because, well, how do we know you're not the traitor, you know? Like, I like that they just kept it, like, calm and logical, and they were like, these two weren't here, they'll just do it, you know? Very cool. So, yeah. Um, and I liked just some of the music in the background while we were going through this episode. That was fun. It was just kind of like this tension music while they're searching the house, that, like, and just the overall, like, I love, like, the whole, like, investigation, like, mystery CSIs. I used to watch CSI all the time. Several different kinds of CSI, like NCIS, like all those crime shows I used to watch a lot, and they're a lot of fun. I even still like them. Like, I mean, it was probably a few years ago at this point, but I fully watched through, like, NCIS or whatever was on Netflix, um, and stuff like that again. Even though I had seen a lot of the episodes already, I watched through it, you know, from start to finish, and stuff like that, just because I enjoy that kind of. It's a nice, like, background show while you're playing a game or something like that to put on, and stuff like that. So I like this episode giving those kind of vibes. But anyway, what do we have for voices? Because I felt like there was some, like, I wanted to know the Russo droid. Oh, it was just D. Bradley Baker. Okay, that makes sense. That's why, like, he does the clone. I love how it's just clone troopers. Did we even have any clone troopers talk this episode for, like, him to be attributed to it, or did they just put it in there just cause? But I don't recognize any others for any of, like, the newer characters off the top of my head anyway, so. But Witness 1 was the same as Mace Windu's voice actor, and Witness 2 was the same as Anakin's. That's really funny. It's always funny when you have, like, two characters talking to each other and they're the same voice actor. I guess it happens a lot with D. Bradley Baker, because whenever the clones are talking to each other, they're, you know, it's all him. So I guess it happens a lot in Clone Wars, but it's just really funny that, you know, Anakin and Ahsoka were, I guess it was mostly Ahsoka talking to him, and I wonder if they did that on purpose, to help you not, like, hear the voice. Like, if you heard Anakin talk and then him talk and then Anakin talk, and it was like a full conversation back and forth. Even if he was doing a different voice, you might have noticed it more. But instead, they had Ahsoka really questioning the second witness, so it's kind of clever. But yeah. So, anyways, I don't really have much more to say for this one, but I really enjoyed it. It was like after the chaos of last episode. The only thing I will say is I don't really know what happened with Mandalore. Like last we saw, it was kind of in chaos and everything, and I feel like we just kind of left it. And I almost wonder if I checked my list before this, and I'm supposed to watch these in this order, right? This one was called Sabotage. Yeah, the Lawless was last episode. This episode was Sabotage. So it almost feels like I was supposed to watch in like a different order or something, Like if we go back to it later. But I guess I am like, I don't know. I guess I am watching chronological, so maybe this bombing did happen. Like we did while the investigation was happening, we did see Obi-Wan as a hologram. So is it possible that like while Anakin was investigating this, Obi-Wan got the call about Satine and left, and that's why he was a hologram for this meeting, or whatnot, or I don't know. But obviously, I'm just going to keep watching, and eventually it'll probably be clear as to what happened on Mandalore. If we don't go back to it, that's kind of crazy, and I guess if you guys want to fill me in as to like why we don't go back, if we don't, either way. So obviously, don't spoil anything though. If there's something that comes up in the future, I don't want to know that, But if it was some kind of like, oh, like somehow like the writing got messed up and they decided to drop the rest of that arc and you just never see it again or something, like maybe that would be good to know. I don't know. I'll let you guys use or Robin, if you're watching this far into this video, use your judgment as to, what to inform me or inform me of. But yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. Links in the description below should be popping up on the screen. And I will see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.